So this is our first virtual lesson. There will be 2 of these per week until the normal lessons resume. So get used to it. Um, I'm going to make sure that these are only worth 1 lesson's amount of work, but we really need to be in it together, which means that you need to be serious, organized, and hardworking. I'm not going to ask for much, but follow my instruction closely and you should stay on track because the goal is to not fall off the train before the summer exams. So if we all work together, we're going to do great and you might find a new fun way to learn. So let's begin. What do you need for these lessons? It's important to be super organized. I have set a task on Firefly and sent you the worksheet, which looks like this for this lesson. So for every single of those videos, I will ask you to grab the appropriate worksheet and to be ready to work. There will be some homework and there will be things that you need to send me, and I will keep track of it. So there's no escaping it. I have my spreadsheet ready. I am checking my email, so you will need to show me some work. But it's all for the greater good, and it's to make sure that you keep on learning French, okay? So you also need your phone or anything that can serve you as a timer. So this kind of phone, for instance, will not work. This one, there it is. So the next thing you need is obviously your book and your pencil case on top of the worksheet and the phone. So once you have all this equipment, you can resume the video. Please, please do not hesitate to pause if you need a break or if you need to grab something that you forgot. That's what a video is for. You can pause me anytime. But make sure you don't skip anything because this is all useful information. So we're going to start by writing the date of the day this lesson should have taken place, which is mercredi 18 mars 2020. Again, don't hesitate to pause me if it's going too fast. Our title is Les Sorties. So that's module 3. And it's a really interesting topic because it's all about something that we all do in our free time. You might recognize something familiar with this word. It comes from the verb sortir. Where have you seen it before? Well, it's one of your Mrs. Van der Trump verbs, and it means to go out. So les sorties is the noun derived from the verb sortir, and it means to go out. The title of the lesson specifically is Tu veux sortir, which means do you want to go out? And we're going to start with a little bit of grammar. So grab your sheet and you have a short summary of what the verb vouloir is. Vouloir means to want to, and it's what we call a modal verb. So this is just a fancy grammar term that we use for verbs that indicate likelihood, ability, permission, or obligation. They are followed by the infinitive. And if you remember, the infinitive in English always has to in front of it: to play, to read, to travel, etc. And in French, an infinitive is recognized by its ending, which is either er, ir, or re. And it's the unconjugated form of a verb. So here are a couple of examples. Je veux voir la tour Eiffel. I want to see the Eiffel Tower. Tu veux regarder la télé? Do you want to watch TV? So notice the infinitive immediately following the modal verb. We'll be using that shortly. Now, you need to do a little bit of work and copy down these versions of the verb to want to. So make sure that you pause if it's going too fast. As a practice, you can repeat these pronunciations after me. You will notice loads and loads of silent letters, as usual. So I want to is je veux. You want to, tu veux. He, she, we want to. Il, elle, on veut. We, formal, want to. Nous voulons. You, plural, want to. Vous voulez. They want to. Il with an S, elle with an S, veulent. So let's take a minute to write those down. And let's repeat them. Je veux, tu veux, il, elle, on veut, nous voulons, vous voulez, ils, elles veulent. So that's a lot of silent letters, but you really need to focus on remembering the spelling. You don't want to make a grammar mistake. All right, now put your pen down and let's try to see if you remember them. I want to. Je veux, you want to. Tu veux, he, she wants to. Il, elle, on veut, we want to. Nous voulons, you, plural, want to. Vous voulez, they want to. Ils, elles veulent. All right, moving on. There is a little exercise that goes with it. So, you're going to take a few minutes to translate the following sentences after reading the rule that we just mentioned. So, pause the video and let's complete this exercise. You will have 5 minutes. So, set 5 minutes on a timer. If you finish before that, good for you, you can resume, but try not to take more than 5 minutes. Pause here and resume playing once you're done. Okay, we're going to grab our stylo vert and we're going to mark this work. We want to go to the park. Nous voulons aller au parc. You can notice the highlighted infinitive. And remember, au parc, go to the park is au parc. À le parc does not exist in French. They want to eat pizza. Elles veulent manger une pizza. Again, remember, they, feminine, so it's L with an S. And finally, she wants to play football. Elle veut jouer au foot or football, both work. Moving on. You then have a little table, and we're going to use that to express opinions when someone proposes something to us. So you have positive opinions, neutral opinions, and negative opinions. I have put all the English for those 9 expressions in the dark gray box. So you're going to use those to complete the translations. And for that, we're going to take 5 minutes again. We are now going to correct this work. Bonne idée means good idea. Chouette means cool. Je veux bien, I'd like that. D'accord is the very neutral okay. Bof is the French for meh. Ça m'est égal, I don't mind. Now for the negatives, tu plaisantes means you're joking. Je n'ai pas envie, I don't want to. And ça ne me dit rien, I don't fancy that. So make sure you correct that with your green pen and we'll move on. Now for the interesting bit, you will have to send me a picture of this work as a reply to the Firefly task. So you don't need to scan it necessarily, but a picture of this work is necessary. So I will check if you made any mistake, if you understand this grammar topic, and if you completed the extension. So all of you who are comfortable with phrasing in general should strive to complete the extension. What you need to do is answer these questions with your opinion, and you must use an adjective as well. Read the example. For the extension, you have to elaborate on your answer using car or parce que, for instance, and justifying your answer. This is a little example. Tu veux jouer au rugby? Basic answer, tu plaisantes. So using one of those expressions from the table we just seen. And you're going to justify by saying something like je ne suis pas très sportive et je déteste le rugby. So even a bit of that is justifying an opinion. And it's very important because it makes your writing more interesting. If you choose the extension, you can even go further and say je préfère le netball parce que c'est amusant et c'est mon sport préféré. So insert any additional information that's relevant to the question. So take 5 minutes to answer those 3 questions. When you're done, snap a picture of it, and once you're done seeing this video, you will send me a picture of this work as a reply to the Firefly task. This is mandatory because this is work I would have seen in class from you, so you need to absolutely send me a picture of this work. 5 minutes. Ah, we have that again. Let's move on. And now we're going to move on to the activity. So you see a little quiz. You will have 2 or 3 minutes to circle the answers that apply to you. So it's just a little survey that you're going to complete, and this is people proposing some activities to you. So take 2-3 minutes to give your answers. Moving on. Your next task is to guess which answers I circled. Whoa, I don't cycle in there. So, to do that, I'm going to read my answers. You need to listen closely and then circle the answer that I've chosen. Okay? And then we'll correct that. So I will read each answer twice. So no need to panic. I will read slowly and twice. Let's begin. 1. Tu veux aller au zoo? Chouette, j'adore les animaux. Les ours, les chiens, les chats, les oiseaux. Mais mon animal préféré, c'est le panda parce qu'il est adorable. Tu veux aller au zoo? Chouette, j'adore les animaux. Les ours, les chiens, les chats, les oiseaux. Mais mon animal préféré, c'est le panda parce qu'il est adorable. Question 2. Tu veux jouer au golf? Bonne idée, je n'ai jamais essayé. Mais je veux jouer au golf seulement s'il fait chaud et qu'il y a du soleil. Tu veux jouer au golf? Bonne idée, je n'ai jamais essayé. Mais je veux jouer au golf seulement s'il fait chaud et qu'il y a du soleil. Question 3. Tu veux voir un film de science-fiction? Je veux bien, avec plaisir. J'adore les films de SF, mais normalement, je regarde aussi des films d'action et des films historiques. Tu veux voir un film de SF? Je veux bien, avec plaisir. J'adore les films de science-fiction. Mais normalement, je regarde aussi des films d'action et des films historiques. Question 4. Tu veux faire du babysitting avec moi? Bonne idée, j'adore les enfants. D'ailleurs, j'ai 2 frères qui ont 5 et 9 ans, une sœur qui a 12 ans et une demi-sœur qui a 23 ans. Tu veux faire du babysitting avec moi? Bonne idée, j'adore les enfants. D'ailleurs, j'ai 2 frères qui ont 5 et 9 ans, une sœur qui a 12 ans et une demi-sœur qui a 23 ans. Question 5. Tu veux faire une promenade à la campagne? Absolument pas. Il fait trop froid. Tu veux faire une promenade à la campagne? Absolument pas. Il fait trop froid. Question 6. Tu veux aller en boîte avec les copains? Tu plaisantes, je déteste danser. Mais j'adore chanter. Tu veux aller au karaoké? Tu veux aller en boîte avec les copains? Tu plaisantes, je déteste danser. Mais j'adore chanter. Tu veux aller au karaoké? Okay. So here are the answers for all of those questions. 1 was A, 2 was C, 3 was B, 4 C, 5 A, and 6 B. So mark that with your green pen and we move on to the next step of the activity. Now, you're going to go back in this recording and you're going to listen again to my answers. You will answer the following questions in English. So take a moment to go back, listen again twice, and write your answers in English. We're going to correct that in a second. Okay, now take your green pen. We're going to correct this exercise. My favorite animal and why? The panda, because it is cute/adorable. 2. When would I rather try out golf? Only when it's warm and sunny. So any vocabulary that's saying nice weather, etc. is a good answer. What other types of films do I like? The answers were action films and history movies. How many siblings do I have? Be precise and specify who and what age. Well, not my real family. 4 siblings, 2 brothers aged 5 and 9, 1 sister aged 12, and 1 step/half sister aged 23. And where would I rather go instead of the nightclub? The karaoke, because I prefer singing. So these were the answers. Okay, so this is all for today. Here is your homework. You need to learn the verb vouloir by heart. Very important. And learn the vocabulary for activities and reactions by heart as well. So this is what it looks like, and you can find it on Firefly. So if you go into the modern languages thumbnail, you're going to find Year 8 French vocabulary lists, and they're all in PDF form on the right hand side. So this one is called Expert 2 R Mod 3 because it's the vocabulary for Module 3. And you also have some super useful links for Quizlet. So don't hesitate to use Quizlet to practice your vocabulary. Again, don't forget to send me a picture of your work. Very important. I'll be keeping track of who does and who doesn't, and if it's done seriously or not. Learn this vocab and expect the next lesson on your normal regular day.